Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome back to Tekpon. Today our guest is Michel, the CEO and founder at SeoSamba. Hello.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. Happy to have you on the podcast. First of all, please tell us and the audience what is SeoSamba.
Sure. Well, SeoSamba is a marketing automation platform, and you could construe it as an all-in-one marketing automation platform. It includes lots of different tools, including not only SEO rankings, but SEO execution framework. So something that lets you execute search engine optimization, including URLs, meta descriptions, and also copy on web pages from a central locations across any number of websites. So that's really the core tool, but there are many other tools that are found in the platform.
I
A
see.
review management tool, a listing management tool, a social marketing tool, a voice over IP
Okay.
system. Yes, the idea is to consolidate essentially all those multiple
All
tools
in one.
under one roof.
Yeah, all in one. Nice. Great to hear that. I'm curious now from your perspective, what do you say is the biggest problem that SeoSamba solves for its customers?
Yes, I think the one of the main challenge that we solve for is complexity. Digital marketing is highly fragmented. There are lots of ins and outs. It's difficult to move data from one silo to the next, and SEO Samba facilitates this. So to give you an example, if you use a centralized blogging platform, from a blog post, you can easily create a newsletter. At the same time that you publish your blog post, you can publish it to press release channels, right? If that's appropriate, right? And the social marketing channels that the platform connects to as well, right? If you get a positive review on, say, Facebook for your business, you can easily share that through the social calendar on a LinkedIn profile and page, or your Google profile, right? So
Right.
that you can move things around, right? I mean, like you create a newsletter on the email marketing tool, and this becomes a blog, right? And the system also helps alleviate lots of challenges that are happening in the background that people are not necessarily aware of
Right.
initially, right?
Right.
But as professionals, essentially, we have integrated all those solutions, and back them into the execution
Right.
side of the platform.
Right. Who needs SeoSamba? What is the ideal customer for you?
Well, the so we serve multiple types of customers, really. So first of all, the framework, because it is a framework. So there are really two systems when you talk about SEO Samba. The marketing operating system is what I started to describe.
Mm-hmm.
But there is also a very capable front end that includes a content management system, an e-commerce platform, and a customer relationship management system, all in one system as well. And that entire framework, right, those two separate systems, right, they can work jointly, right, or they can work separately. And but they can both be private label by agencies, by marketing agencies and business solution providers. And so that makes it for a very powerful solution set that can be brought to any kind of segment or vertical that those agencies or business solution providers work with. So one of the first segment that we serve is basically agency fellow professional marketers that are part of agencies or solution groups, and so they can market SEO Samba under their own colors and under their own domains and so forth. So that's one type of customer. The other type of customer is the typical small business outfit, They can be e-commerce enabled. They might not be e-commerce enabled. They might be service based. We serve essentially any kind of across many industries, right? Those customers that are looking for basically a cost effective, simplified version of a system that might be actually more popular with enterprise customers, right, and enterprise level companies. And then the last tier of customers for us have to do with the multi-location businesses, right? So multi-location businesses, they can be retail networks, they can be distributors, manufacturers with distributors, they can be franchise type of businesses as well. And that is due to the flexibility that is offered by having on one side a cloud marketing hub, and on the other side a front end that can be deployed across any type of on-site or cloud type of hosting, right? And you can, this is hybrid. This is very flexible. You can manage from the marketing or operating system. You can manage, that specific front end that we've actually sponsored and open source, right? The name of it is SeoToaster, so you can check it out. I encourage you to do that.
Yep.
Because you can download and install it anywhere you want, or it's available in one-click install as well. And it's it's a great open source product. And it connects and to the marketing OS and gets enhanced features essentially through the marketing OS. You can just use a CRM as well in there. That's also a possibility. But even if you are using other platforms and other content management systems such as WordPress or for that matter, not even having a website, you can still open up an account on SeoSamba and the marketing OS, and then either connect your WordPress website or basically use the social marketing tools, the listing management tools, and on essentially or if you need a call tracking solution, for instance, you can use SeoSamba for that purpose. So
right. I love to know the story of the company. So basically, how you started. Did you see a problem that you faced, or what is the background of SeoSamba?
Yeah. So the background is well, it actually have to go back a little bit in history. Actually, I've set up an initial IT business back in the Bay Area many years ago, and at the time we had some success. We started to have some success in the Bay Area, and then we started to expand in other parts of California and then beyond, right? Going to Chicago and New York, and one of the things that we realized is that it was really hard to actually mirror the kind of success that we had with a small search engine at the time that was starting up, that was called Google, in other markets. And so I had some engineers on the bench, and I said, well, let's try to build a solution to do that, right, and to replicate that success for all other offices. And that was really the first iteration of SeoSamba, right? So that company, was sold. And then move forward to 2008. I was looking for my next venture and occupation, and I looked into it, and that opportunity was still available because nobody had actually addressed the execution side of that problem, and so that's how we funded basically SeoSamba to solve that initial SEO challenge, right? And then from there we expanded essentially that to include more digital marketing tools.
Right. I'm curious now about the most successful go-to-market strategy for today. So is it SEO?
What's that?
The most successful strategy for acquiring new customers.
Oh, well, so it depends who you are, right? Really, but generally speaking, it's as I was mentioning earlier on, it's a highly fragmented market, right? So there are lots of digital marketing channels that are available to any marketer these days. You got to pick wherever your audience is most likely to hang out, right? in. But having an email list, having if not an acquisition paid campaign, but maybe a remarketing or retargeting paid campaign might be a good fit for many businesses out there. And then building on the organic presence and building, generally speaking, the brand is usually a good investment, right? Because I mean, the default, it seems, is very much to actually work with Google Ads and going to acquisition there. But that particular channel is quite saturated for many industries. So the lead acquisition tends to be very expensive.
Yes.
So even if it's a good channel, it's intent driven, so it's quality stuff that you can get. They also benefit essentially from any kind of brand activity that you have elsewhere, right? Because there is a cannibalization that happens, through keywords, through branded keywords, essentially, and sending back traffic to the website and claiming essentially and that attribution coming from the Google Ad campaigns, when in fact, many of those leads are actually coming to, the good work that is being done by other team members and other budgets essentially being spent all over the place. I'm from the school of thoughts that you should not have all your eggs in the same basket, and so being able to play across all those multiple channels and adjust your budget based on the what you are seeing seems like a decent idea to me.
What is the vision for the future of SeoSamba? Because we have so many products, so many verticals, and you can help customers in such a unique way, right? All in one, to offer so many suites of products. But I'm curious to know what you see now with the age of AI and a lot of changes, right?
Oh yeah, so exciting times, with the AI. I mean, okay, every year SEO was announced as being dead, right?
Yeah,
so and so that's what's interesting, but because it always reinvent itself, and now it's reinventing itself with basically the AI integration into the Google search results, and obviously the AI tools in and by themselves essentially being used as a search tool increasingly. But it's still a small portion of the searchers out there. It's growing definitely, and so that's definitely a factor as on the organic side that you need to take into account. Then AI is also being used on the content generation side of things, and those are tools that we have integrated into the platform, right? So right now on the marketing operating system, you can use our AI tool to create blogs at scale. In fact, so you can connect. If you have 20 different websites, you can connect them all to the platform and generate from a single effort 20 variants of a content piece across those domains. So that's a possibility. The social marketing tool is actually using AI heavily and having the ability to scout the web for you and find relevant content and craft it and provide an angle for your brand. Same goes with the image search and so forth. Same goes for the reputation management with the ability through our tool to come up with different answers and replies when reviews are left on your profiles. So AI is definitely here to stay, and that is something that we are very keen on integrating further. We had started actually many years ago working with AI, with like the anti-spam filtering, and that is running on the platform, and that's quite effective as well. We're using it for product descriptions, for instance, on the e-commerce side of things as well, where automatically from an image, the AI is able to build the product description for a specific product based on that image. So there are quite a number of efficiencies essentially that you can derive as a marketer from using this and using this in the SeoSamba's provided tools. Now you're right that we are a little bit of a Swiss knife, if you will,
Yes.
when it comes to marketing marketing software. And so
Yes.
as such, we are a very proper solution for many types of businesses out there. And so our own challenge is to understand where we are the best at, and what are the type of customers that we best serve, right? And that's really the challenge on our side. So the three segments I was mentioning to you, small business, generally speaking, the agency solution providers, and the multi-location brands are really three areas where we shine. And so we definitely want to expand and do more of the same, especially that we have some great additional tools as well that are coming up.
Nice.
So we quite enthusiastic about
Nice.
building technology.
Happy to hear that.
SeoSamba.
From your experience, what would you say are the most loved features of SeoSamba? What companies use the most?
Well, so the social marketing tool is definitely a highlight of the platform. Right?
Okay.
We have lots of people that are using the social marketing tool. On the CRM side, which is something that we haven't talked much about, the CRM is very capable and very powerful, especially with the voice integration. Since we provide the VoIP integration, you can easily create leads, contacts into the CRM from an inbound phone call, for instance. We have the integration with texting as well. So those are features that are very much liked by customers. The ability to track automatically the lead source origin down to keyword level is something that is also very much appreciated by our customers. The ability to parse essentially text messages or conversations as well, since we are the AI once again is transcribing conversations automatically in a CRM, so you have the ability to parse essentially those conversations as well whenever you need to come up with an analysis, if you will, of the activity that is related to customer service or sales, right? We are looking for specific keywords, for instance, or type of conversations. So yeah, I think some of the CRM features, the visual pipeline, the ability to have the digital signature integrated as well on the platform is something that is highly appreciated, with the payment system that is integrated in there, receiving deposit payments on quotes that are sent privately to prospect through the CRM. And by the way, one of the differentiator of SeoSamba when it comes to the CRM product is that all of this is really integrated within the platform, within the CRM, without any extra charge, right? Which is a major differentiator compared to or worth the top of the line competitors, where every time that you try to unlock something, you're going to be charged here and there and
right.
here and there and here and there, which gets to be quite frustrating. Or that you need to actually rely on a third party to handle the digital signature, handle the payment, blah blah blah, and so on and so on and so on. I think software-wise that basically runs it up. But to cap it off, I think the most appreciated overall feature from SeoSamba is the amount of support and hand-holding that our customers get from our team. And that's what we hear time and again, is that the support is second to none. Basically.
Yes, 100%. And talking about costs, we'd love to break down the pricing structure of SeoSamba, if we can talk about it. So I'm really curious how you monetize. Is it only per suite, so you pay for all the features, or how does it work?
So we have a subscription based system, right, for the marketing OS. So it's actually going to evolve, but we have a subscription-based system for marketing OS that will give you access to the on-site optimization, that will access to centralized blog system and the various tools on the platform. But some of the tools are also available as point solutions, and some of them are metered, right? So, for instance, if you want to send over more than 2,000 emails a month, then there will be an additional charge for emails. If you want to send 5,000 emails, for instance, or 10,000 emails, or a million emails, right?
Yes.
Same goes for the call tracking and the UIP solution. If you need some additional phone numbers, you can get some additional phone numbers for $5 a month, essentially on the platform. When it comes to the CRM, we price per contact that are stored in CRM. And that's really the only pricing element when it comes to the CRM. So you have access to all the features. That is, the call integration, the drip emails, the texting, the digital signature,
Yes,
payment
yes.
integration, the QuickBooks integration, blah 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 blah. All of this is actually all in there and available to you. And actually, it's free of charge up to 250 contacts in the CRM. So to get you started, essentially, if you have a micro or personal business, 250 contacts might be just enough for you. And in which case, this is you can download the system and install it on your web host and just use it as such. Or you can use our cloud services and cloud hosted version, right? And for minimal fee, essentially get the CRM that way working. Now, if you need a paid version, of 500 contacts, I think is something like $39 or something of the nature. So it's very affordable.
I get it. Okay. Those are my main questions in the podcast today. But if you want to add something else now at the end, would love to do that. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that that was great to be on the podcast today, and that if anybody sees this, by all means, feel free to get in touch with us, and we'll be happy to go the extra mile as we do most often, essentially to help you resolve your digital challenges.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much, Michel. Thank you.
Thank you, Christian.